Colourpop is back with an exciting collection for the holidays and winter season. I actually got this a little bit early, so I definitely wanted to do a video, and a lot of you guys asked me about it too because I did post an Instagram reel on this, but they collaborated with the movie Frosty the Snowman. How freaking cute is this? And this is literally the perfect winter dream. This collection is available now on Colourpop. It just launched today. I feel like they haven't posted much about it, which is kind of surprising because they're also launching their holiday sets today. If you guys want to like pick anything up on their site, it should be available. You can use my code 5LEAHJANAE to save. It just doesn't work on bundles. This is also coming to Ulta, I think tomorrow, and also Target should have this as well in store, so it should be readily available at many different retailers. But let's get into this. I am so excited about this palette here. I instantly fell in love the moment I saw it. The packaging is adorable. Colourpop always kills it with their collabs. Got all the little snowflakes on the back. Oh my gosh. And then the color story inside is just a winter dream. We have Frosty up here. 'Tis the season to be freezing. And we have these really fun, icy, kind of cooler tones in here. And lots of sparkle, which is perfect for a little winter wonderland. There is 15 shades total. There is a few mattes, there is a lot of shimmers, there is a lot of glitters in this palette. If you're not a fan of the updated Colourpop glitter formula, I personally like it. It's a little bit more wet on the eyes, so I feel like the glitter sticks really well, and I really don't have that much fallout with this formula, and it doesn't fall into my eyes or all over the face either. I think it's a really good one. There's also just some regular metallics in here as well. I will go ahead and insert the swatches, but this color scheme is definitely screaming my name. You guys know I love cool tones. This guy is going to be $24, and all the prices should be on Colourpop's site right now. We do have two Jelly Much shadows in the collection as well. This first one is called Freezin', and it's this gorgeous blue with shimmer. These are a jelly texture, or just like very creamy, but they add so much sparkle on the eyes. You can use them alone, or I like to do them as a base sometimes, but if you want to amp up the shimmer, this is the solution. It is so pretty. Sometimes if I wear it alone without putting like a powder shadow on top, it can crease up a bit, so do keep that in mind. We also have this kind of light pearly pink. This one's called Made of Snow. This one to me just looks like a very icy pink. So those are the two jelly shadows in the collection. We do have two new Super Shock highlighters in the collection as well. This one is probably my favorite. I love the swirly ones, but these are one of my favorite formulas. This is Icicle Spree, and it has kind of hints of purple. There is some pink in there and some pearly white, and it creates this gorgeous kind of pinky icy highlighter. And this is the perfect like cool toned pearly highlight in Winter Wonder. And that one is going to be super beaming on the skin. Now there is quite a few lip products in the collection, including a lip scrub and lip mask duo here. And of course it's like minty candy cane kind of scent. It smells so good, and it does have little pearls inside, so it's a little shimmery. That's the scrub. And then we also have the lip mask, which also has like a slight shimmer to it. It's very pretty on the lips. I really like this formula. There's also two lip kits that include a lip liner and a lipstick here. It's the Luxe formula, and the lipstick actually does have a really pretty like embossment on it. It has Frosty on it. There's some snowflakes. It's super cute. And this is a really pretty, again, just neutral pink color, and it does have a matching lip liner too. And that's what I actually have on my lips right now. And we also have Snow Much Fun, which is a pretty red. It actually looks more like a rosy red, I would say, not like a true red. And then the lipstick, again, same embossment on the lipstick. Very, very pretty color. We also have this adorable set with their So Juicy Plumping Gloss Balms. They launched these this year as like a Tarte Juicy Lip dupe, so I'm excited to see them in this set. First shade is Frozen, and you'll see just how glossy and shiny these are. And I am wearing, actually, sorry, I'm wearing this on my lips with the lip liner from the set earlier, but they're a little bit more sheer, but so shiny. Next up is Feelin' Like Frosty. And lastly is All Melted. I will say these two kind of look similar, so maybe you don't really need this whole set. I kind of wish they had these individually. Now they did include one little extra in the collection, and that is a little snowman makeup sponge. So squishy, so cute. I did not use this for my makeup today, just because I feel like it would take a while to do your foundation with this. It's not like the most practical, but it's adorable. So that's a look at this Frosty the Snowman collection. Let's get into the products and I'll show you guys how I did this look today. All right, let's dive into this gorgeous palette here and do a fun kind of winter sparkling icicles look. I'm gonna go ahead and start with this kind of periwinkle blue in my inner crease. This is called Splendid. So just kind of blending that here. I love a good bright kind of inner corner. And this shade seems pretty buildable and has good pigmentation for like a pastel blue. Next we're going to use the button nose, which is like a mid-tone gray. And I'm blending that in more of the outer half of the eye. And just kind of mixing that lightly with the blue that we used. I am taking that same color on my lower lash line a little bit. And I think I am going to take just a tiny bit of the black in the palette and very lightly blend this into just the very outer corner. Although I'm doing it so light that I feel like it looks mostly gray. It's definitely a really great formula at matte black in my opinion. I feel like those are really hard to formulate, especially with more affordable eyeshadows. And this one I feel like did a really good job. It's not really patchy. I'm just kind of blending that all over here. And that was just from like 2 dips into the colors. Okay, it's time for some sparkle. I'm going to use one of the glitter gels as like a base. I'm going to use this kind of blue one, but I'm going to use this as just a little base here and put this all the way on the lid from the inner corner to the mid. I won't do like the end where we did the black, but I just want to have a little base, which you can totally wear these on their own as well. But I really wanted to try all the things in this collection, so thought we would go ahead and do that. And this also will create a really good base for your shimmer shadows to hold on to. But yeah, you could totally wear that on its own and just get like a lot of sparkle. I love wearing these just like one and done all over the lid too. Next, I'm going to take a little bit of this metallic silver called December Wind. I did wet my brush just a bit, and I'm going to place this kind of in the middle here of the eye. That's a really pretty metallic silver. I feel like that looks very high-end quality in my opinion. And then I want to use one of the glitters. There is a lot of glitters in this palette, and I had my eye on this like blue one called Ice and Snow. So I did pack that on my brush. We'll see how this sticks. Oh, actually that looks really good. That is stunning. Since I'm using a brush, there's definitely going to be just a tiny bit of fallout, but not bad at all. Especially having that gel base underneath is really going to help that stick. But that is stunning. Exactly what I was going for with that shade. It has a little bit of blue in the background for pigment, but it definitely helps to use as more of a topper. I am going to just take my same brush we used in the outer corner and just kind of blend that a little bit more. Just for any color that we lost there. But yeah, this look actually is coming together so well. It's so pretty. Alright, I am going to add a couple more shadows, but I do need to clean up with concealer. But honestly, that looks really good. I feel like this had less fallout than the Makeup by Mario palette I tried earlier last week. Adding a little concealer here to clean up. I think we're going to do a white eyeliner. I love for like frosty looks to do a white eyeliner. And Colourpop's Exit color is one of my favorite bright whites. and that just really pops and brightens under there, makes our eyes a lot more awake. And then we're just kind of cleaning up that under eye area with our concealer, and that will just make everything nice, clean, blend out some of those lines. And for the final touch, I do want to go in with this white in the palette. It's just like a matte white with a little bit of sparkle called Christmas Snow. And I'm placing that in the very inner part just to brighten that up. I love a matte white in the inner corner, even more than I do a shimmer. I feel like it's just so flattering. Let me finish up with some mascara. I'm not sure if I'm doing a lash or not. We'll see what I come up with. All right, I think we're just doing mascara today. Let me try this lip duo before I forget. But I want to prep my lips before we do some of the lip products in the collection. So we have, let's see, this is the scrub. It has a little bit of sparkle in it, but it's a very fine scrub. It's not like super gritty. I'm just gonna try and rub this in with my fingers to get all of the dry skin off. And then we'll put on a little bit of the lip mask, which also has some sparkle to it. But we only need like a tiny bit because a little goes a long way with this one. I actually really like the Colourpop lip mask, and I feel like this one's really pretty. With the extra shimmer included, I like that it just has a little bit of sparkle. All right, let's do one of the highlighters. I really like this kind of swirled one in Icicle Spree, so I want to use this one. I love this formula from them. I do use mine with a brush. I'm just going to use this Nikki LaRose from BK Beauty N14 and pack that on here. And then we can just transfer that onto the cheekbones, and that adds like a little sparkle. It's not too pink or anything like that. It just literally looks so pretty and glimmery. But these have such a unique kind of formula that starts off really creamy, and I feel like it sets it down nicely. But yeah, I feel like that's such a pretty, just like subtle highlight, perfect like winter sparkle. All right, now I am going to take the lip liner from this lip set and use that to line our lips, because I honestly want to use one of these glossy balms. These are my favorite from Colourpop, and this is just like a mid-tone pink. I will say Colourpop lip liners aren't always my favorite. I just feel like they're a little too creamy, and I don't really set down super well, but it'll be fine for the video. These, on the other hand, I really love. These are their kind of Tarte dupes for their juicy lips, but I don't think they've come out with these in a collection yet, so that's exciting. But I'm gonna use the pink one. I love pink and blue together. This one is in Frozen, but you can see just how shiny and glossy these are. So pretty. And here is the final look with the Frosty the Snowman collection. How pretty is this? The perfect wintry snowscape makeup. It makes me so excited for the holidays, but let's get into my thoughts so far on everything we tried. All right, guys, final thoughts. I have to say I love, love, love this palette. This is gorgeous. Literally the perfect winter palette. I am so excited about this one. I love the glimmers in here. If you're a fan of sparkle, you'll definitely love this. If you're not a fan of sparkle, probably one to pass on, but I thought this was good. I was impressed with the matte formulas in here. I thought that the black and the gray blended out really nicely. As a little application tip, I would probably not do the shimmer formulas like right in the inner corner of the eye, just because I'm noticing my inner corner wants to kind of crease up. I would definitely recommend more in that inner space to do something a little bit more matte. So just something to keep in mind, but I think this is so cute. I'm loving these colors. I had a couple comparison requests, so I did pull out my Colourpop Aurora Struck palette. This is from a couple years ago, actually. So if you have this palette, you may not need the Frosty palette, because you do kind of have some of these tones in here already, because there is like a light blue. There is some more kind of metallic shimmers. These don't have as many glitters. If you're more into the glittery shades, then this one's going to be a little more unique, but overall you do get a very similar color story from Aurora Struck. struck in my opinion. You probably don't need both of these if you have this one already. I also had a subscriber ask to see it next to Huda's Rose Quartz, but I personally don't find these to be that similar at all. I feel like the Colourpop one has more blue tones. It's a little more cool tone in my opinion than Rose Quartz is. Rose Quartz is definitely more rosy, a little more warm. Even like these shades are leaning more purple. There's not really a good gray or black in Rose Quartz, so in my opinion these are completely different palettes. I am curious to see how this compares to the new Icy Nudes from Huda though, and see how similar those two might be. But for me, this palette is a win. I think the Jelly Mud shadows are also worth picking up in the collection. These offer just a little bit more sparkle and shine, and I think they are a fun addition. It seems like everything comes in double packs in this collection. I kind of wish the highlights were sold individually, because I mean I do like both of them, but I feel like they can also look a little bit similar on the cheeks once you kind of get them on. So you can only get these in a duo, but I mean they are really pretty and they are a nice formula. I definitely think we have similar shades to Winter Wonder though. The lip kits are really fun as well, but like I was saying, I don't really love their lip liner formula, so if I was going to pick between the kits or doing the trio, I like the trio a little bit better, but it is kind of annoying that these two kind of berry shades are really similar when swatching them. I wish there was just like a little bit more color difference between the three of these. But I do like the formula of the So Juicy Lips just overall better than I do like their Luxe lipsticks and lip liner combos. But that's just my personal preference. I just wanted to give you guys my quick thoughts on everything in this collection. I think it is so much fun. Again, you can purchase this now. I'll have it linked down below. Let me know if you guys like this one. Are you picking anything up from this? But I wanted to do this video. I love Colourpop so much, and I get so excited about their collabs. I did the video on the Stranger Things ones, and so I had to do this one too. So curious to see what their gift sets are going to be as well for this year. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.